Deep within the heart of a dense forest, where the towering trees twisted and turned, an ancient cabin stood in solitude. The worn-out wooden walls groaned with each gust of wind, while the shattered windows allowed the darkness to creep inside like an unwelcome intruder. Whispers of haunting tales encircled this forsaken abode, tales of enigmatic vanishings and peculiar events that sent shivers down the spines of those brave enough to mention them. On a stormy night, a group of adventurous companions made the daring decision to unravel the mysteries that enshrouded the cabin. Among them was Denice, a skeptic who scoffed at the superstitious beliefs that clung to the place. As they approached the cabin, the wind howled mournfully as if warning them of the secrets that lay within. The trees swayed in anticipation, as if eager to witness their arrival. Stepping into the cabin, they were greeted by a musty scent that hung heavily in the air. Cobwebs adorned the corners, and the creaking floorboards protested under their weight. Despite the eerie ambiance, the friends nervously chuckled, dismissing their fears as nothing more than childish fantasies. However, as the night progressed, a series of peculiar events unfolded. Inexplicable movements of objects, eerie whispers reverberating in the vacant rooms, and eerie shadows swaying across the walls created an unsettling atmosphere. Denice, who had previously dismissed the notion of supernatural entities, shuddered as an icy sensation crept down her spine, hinting at an ominous presence lurking in the shadows. Suddenly, a faint voice pierced through the silence, emanating from the depths of the cabin, pleading for help amidst the howling wind. The friends stood frozen in terror, their veins coursing with fear as the voice intensified, growing more desperate with each passing moment. Driven by dread, they scoured every corner of the cabin only to find emptiness. The voice seemed to tease them, echoing from all directions, tormenting them with its spectral whispers. With each passing hour, the group's trepidation escalated into sheer panic. Their attempts to escape the cabin were thwarted by sealed doors, trapping them inside with an unknown malevolent force. The night unfolded into a harrowing ordeal as they grappled with the sinister presence that lurked within the confines of the cabin. In a desperate bid for freedom, they gathered closely together at the center of the cabin, their hearts racing with fear. However, the voice grew louder, more demanding, as if it was penetrating their very thoughts, tormenting their sanity. Just as they believed they couldn't endure any longer, the cabin fell into an eerie silence. The wind ceased its howling, and the menacing shadows retreated into the abyss of darkness. With hands trembling uncontrollably, they cautiously pushed open the door and stumbled out into the frigid night air, their minds overwhelmed by the terrors they had witnessed. Even now, the cabin stands abandoned, a haunting reminder of the horrors that lie concealed within the depths of the forest. Although they managed to escape with their lives, the friends can never erase the bone-chilling words that reverberated through the haunted corridors. "Help me." Following that terrifying night, the close-knit group of friends found themselves grappling with the aftermath of their harrowing experience. Each individual bore the weight of fear and uncertainty like a heavy burden, their thoughts consumed by the eerie echoes of the ghostly voice that had haunted them. Denice, who had previously been skeptical, now found herself plagued by unsettling nightmares, her rest disturbed by vivid visions of the abandoned cabin and the unseen presence that lurked within its walls. Despite her attempts to rationalize the events, she couldn't shake the feeling that there was a malevolent force lingering in the shadows. Driven by a desire for answers, Denice delved into the history of the cabin, scouring for any clues that could shed light on the mysterious happenings. What she uncovered only deepened the sense of foreboding, revealing a dark past of a vanished family and whispers of tragedy and despair that lingered in the air. With each new revelation about the cabin's sinister past, Denice's conviction grew stronger. The eerie voice they had heard surely belonged to one of the tormented souls trapped within its haunted walls. But what was the reason behind its desperate attempt to communicate with them? Determined to face her own fears and driven by a sense of responsibility, Denice made the courageous decision to return to the cabin alone. Armed with nothing but her unwavering determination, she stepped across the threshold, instantly feeling a bone-chilling shiver crawl down her spine. The weight of the cabin's dark history bore down on her like a suffocating blanket, yet she refused to be deterred. Ignoring the unsettling whispers that seemed to fill the empty rooms, Denice pressed forward, her heart pounding in her chest as she ventured deeper into the abyss of darkness. With a voice trembling with uncertainty, she called out into the void, desperately seeking answers. "Who are you? What is it that you seek from us?" In the stillness, a hush fell over the surroundings, interrupted only by the sound of Denice's uneven breaths. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the darkness, ethereal and translucent, its visage contorted with sorrow and yearning. "I am imprisoned," the spectral figure murmured, its voice heavy with anguish. "Trapped between realms, unable to find solace. I implore you, please aid me." Filled with a surge of empathy, Denice extended her hand towards the ghostly apparition, her touch passing through its insubstantial form. She could sense its agony, its desperate desire for liberation, and she knew she could not turn away. Together, Denice and the ethereal figure unraveled the enigmas of the cabin, piecing together fragments of the past in a desperate endeavor to set the tormented soul free. As the first rays of dawn pierced through the darkness, casting a gentle golden glow upon the abandoned cabin, Denice felt a profound tranquility wash over her. In that moment, she realized that she had not only aided the lost spirit of the cabin, but also herself, conquering her fears and discovering solace in the boundless power of compassion and comprehension. Stepping into the light of a new day, Denice carried the memory of the haunted cabin with her always, a constant reminder of the unseen forces that reside in the shadows and the indomitable strength of the human spirit to triumph over them. Emerging from the cabin, Denice felt a wave of calmness envelop her, akin to a comforting hug after a challenging journey. The forest exhaled a sigh of relief, transforming once eerie shadows into a serene glow under the morning light. Fueled by a newfound purpose, Denice made a soul-seeking guidance from experts in the supernatural realm. Denice delved into ancient manuscripts and obscure rituals in a relentless quest for a resolution to the ghost's anguish. Despite facing numerous setbacks, she persisted with unwavering determination, refusing to be deterred by skeptics or malevolent entities determined to impede her progress, and vowed to aid the tormented spirit in finding peace, regardless of the sacrifices required. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, Denice's resolve only grew stronger, fueled by the haunting memory of the ghostly voice that had beckoned her for assistance. Each obstacle she encountered served to fortify her determination, propelling her forward in her mission to bring peace to the lost soul haunting the cabin. After months of relentless research and meticulous preparation, Denice made her way back to the cabin, armed with the necessary knowledge and tools to liberate the trapped soul. With the spectral presence beside her, she commenced the age-old ritual, crafting a tapestry of luminous energy that wrapped the cabin in a glistening aura. As the ritual approached its zenith, the very essence of reality appeared to flicker, the boundaries between the physical realm and the spirit world blending together in a mesmerizing display. Suddenly, a blinding burst of light consumed the ghostly figure, its tormented cries fading into the breeze. In the ensuing silence, only Denice's heavy breaths could be heard. Gradually, the shadows retreated, leaving the cabin bathed in the gentle glow of daylight once more. With a serene calmness enveloping her, Denice was aware that she had triumphed in her mission. The wandering spirit had finally discovered its way back home, liberated from the confines of its earthly confinement to embark on an enigmatic journey beyond. Standing outside the cabin, her gaze fixed upon the expanse of the crystal-clear sky, Denice experienced a profound sense of contentment that surpassed any previous encounter. In that very moment, she comprehended that not only had she aided the lost soul in finding solace, but she had also discovered a profound peace within herself. As she turned away from the haunted cabin, Denice carried with her the indelible memory of the ethereal voice that had beseeched her for assistance, serving as a constant reminder of the boundless power of compassion and the unwavering resilience of the human spirit in the face of darkness.